Let's see if I can do this. All right. I'm sure almost no one wanted to come back to the Citadel or was very, very excited about it. Just like, oh yeah, 3 days I get to go back to the Citadel. So I spent the majority of my first week on Facebook, on Tumblr, just sitting there looking sadly at all the pictures of my friends at their normal colleges having fun. And most of my time spent on Tumblr was full of a bunch of silly pictures and GIFs of Taylor Swift and cats. However, as I was scrolling through, I found this quote that I really, really like and has stuck with me for some reason. We mature with the damage, not with the age. And at first I read it, I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool. But the more and more I thought about it, the more and more that actually makes significant sense. Now, think about those memories that stick really, really vividly in your mind. Is it the happy ones? Or is it the ones that you sit there and go, oh no, I'm just glad people can't read my mind right now? Because for me, yeah, I kind of remember my first boyfriend, not really. But I remember the breakup. I remember how much that hurt. I remember almost verbatim the words he said. I don't really remember every conversation I've ever had with my parents. But I remember those times when I really, really made them mad. And the bad memories are almost there to protect us from making those stupid mistakes again. Well, isn't it just technically age and damage go into the same thing? Not really, at least in my opinion, because let's be real, everyone's just like, why do we magically become mature at 18? Why do we magically get the brain capacity to be able to drink at 21? We don't. It's not like, oh, I'm 16, I like boys now. Oh, I'm 18, let's go get a job and pay taxes. No, it comes with the damage, the experience. I remember Nabir, I'm like, cool, I can go out and go to restaurants and get food without my parents there. But then I realized that costed a lot of money, and my mom was really upset when I spent $200 in a month on food. So that summer I went and I got a job. And the damage from not being able to live the carefree life matured me, not the magic of becoming 18. Or when I was in high school, I went to a very, very small Catholic high school, so the pickings there weren't very good either. But occasionally when a guy, I would start to notice him, and he'd flirt with me, and we'd go out on dates. It didn't magically happen when I was 16. It kind of just slowly happened over time. So why am I remaking you guys live bad memories and telling my own embarrassing memories? Because the age isn't what matures us, it's the damage. Because like when you cut a piece of fabric and you sew it together, that part of the fabric is stronger than the rest of it. The damage you have experienced is meant to make you stronger, so you don't have to go back and relive those memories. I don't remember the day I got my license, but I remember that horrible, horrible phone call my best friend made to my parents the day I totaled my car. I don't remember everything about my relationship last summer, but I remember having to drag my 6'2", 220-pound boyfriend home because he was too drunk to walk. So what have I learned from that? I'm going to learn how to drive better, and I'm not going to date such tall guys next time. And also, you will make the same mistakes again. You will fail. You're not special. I don't mean that in a mean way. History repeats itself because everyone makes the same mistakes. But if you learn from your experience, from your damage, the next breakup may not have you throwing chairs into walls or screaming and cussing and not going to formation the next day because you're so heartbroken. You'll be able to take it step by step, day by day, that no, this breakup won't kill me. Me failing this class isn't the end of the world. Or, hey, maybe I should study a little more so I don't fail the class. Because we see it all the time on the news. Crazy exes that stab their lovers, those serial killers, those are people that couldn't cope with the damage they experienced in their life. So while I'm sure a lot of you that are over 21 have experienced the joy of a nice aged wine, but we humans, we don't age like wine. We age like that moldy cheese that you forget in the back of the fridge for a few years. Thank you, Toastmasters.